I still love you and I care about you. And, you know, I want to win your heart again. You're everything to me.
Yeah, let's have fun. Let's just reconnect.
In life, there are people who know how to read the room, and then there's people who don't know how to read the room. Okay? In life, there are people that will open a door for you, and there's people that will close the door in your face. And in life, there's people that will happily lay down and be a doormat, and they'll allow plenty of people to keep walking all over them. But then in life, we have people who are desperate. Desperate can make you look creepy. And when you look desperate and creepy, it can push people away. So in this scene here, he's already said, I love you, blah, blah, blah. She just re-entered your life. You're already spilling your guts out, which is just creepy as hell anyway. But she's like, okay, cool. Let's just tone down a little bit. Let's just reconnect, have some fun. That's what I'm saying. Let's just chill. I don't want too much of this emotional stuff. Chill. And that's where it comes into place where some people just don't know how to read the room. But instead of reading the room, what does Scotty do?
I just have a lot of pain and about what happened, and I just want to lose you again. You know?
Liz's body language says it all. It literally says that, hey, like, chill.
I'm excited to go with the Scott, but then I started to feel like overwhelming.
Who blames her for feeling overwhelmed? She just arrived. The next day, she's trying to reconnect, have a little bit of fun. But he's all about, read the freaking room. We continue.
There wasn't anything I did wrong last time.
No.
Maybe I could have did things better, or, you know, be more patient with you. Or...
I mean, talk about reading the room. Like, look at how desperate this guy looks. So freaking creepy.
That's what I'm talking about right now, you know, just like, hey, let's just take it easy. Let's have fun here because we are here, you know?
Absolutely.
I mean, at this point, I was like, maybe he's now processed that she's saying back off and let's just relax and let's just have fun. That's what he's supposed to be reading from the conversation, but, well...
Would you see yourself coming to the United States with me?
It's a lot to process.
Sometimes in life you win, sometimes in life you lose. Sometimes in life you just self-sabotage your own situation because you're too focused on your own need. We've said it before and we've said it again. When it comes to Scott, he's a very me person. And people who are me are oblivious to other people's energy, oblivious to other people's body language, and they're oblivious when somebody's saying, hey man, slow down. Because all they want to do is focus on being me. Same guy that would cry if anybody used the word narcissistic around him because he denies the fact that he has those traits within him. Like, stop being me in the situation and pay attention. You know what people are very good at doing? Denying that they're me people. But we continue.
He just seems desperate.
So even when it comes from Liz's mouth, herself in particular, she seems desperate. And let's be real, ladies, even men. When somebody seems desperate, it's a big turn-off.
Liz and I were supposed to go out to the beach, but then she got like in a funk and then she stopped talking to me.
Isn't it quite fascinating how he says that Liz got into a funk and started talking to him? You know what though? I'm actually now starting to rethink that conversation. You know when he said at the very beginning, when he's with Lydia, best believe this guy's been with 2 women in one season. Messed up. Anyway, but his story was that I gave her money and then after some time she ghosted me. I don't think that was the truth, to be honest with you. I think that she disappeared for another reason because when she came back into the picture, she said that, listen, the reason I left was because, well, Scott started talking about marriage and all them kind of things and I wasn't really ready for that. That's what she said. Scott never mentioned that. And to be honest, if you're looking at the way he's behaving around her, you ask me, if she left the first time, it couldn't have been because of what he said. Because, well, does Scott ever tell the truth? Well, hold on a minute. Let me not say that Scott is a liar, because Scott lives on transparency. If you say that he's a liar or you say he's hiding things, he'll cry like a little baby because he's Mr. Transparency. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. People that have to tell you that they're transparent are people that generally are not transparent. It means they are hiding something. They just want you to believe whatever they're telling you. So really and truly, who are we to ever believe anything that he says? But anyway,
I think she just needed her space, and I had to give that to her.
You think she needed space? Ladies and gentlemen. Remember, he said, I think she needed space. Now, also at the same time, I want you to also remember the word creepy as well, because you see, no, desperate, the word desperate, sorry, yeah, desperate, because to be honest with you, well, there's another video that I've got coming out around Scott. I've actually got two. One is actually exposing him being in a little situation that he doesn't know that I know about, and nobody should really know about it. So look out for that one. That's going to be some hot tea. And then there's another one going to be making out where he is legit currently right now at this moment in time gave him very, very desperate creepy somebody. But we'll get to that video when I drop that one as well. You know what I mean? Some people just don't learn. They just continue to act like fools. But let's continue.
Somebody talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Listen,
Look, I need
seriously,
space.
I understand. Listen,
No, you don't understand.
I do.
I think she needed space. He then proceeds to go and find her. She says, I need space. He says, I understand, but yet he's still there. Make it make sense.
Did you see my
No,
last?
you don't understand
Hey,
anything.
listen, wait. Come on.
Just please, give me a space.
All right, that's fine. But can we talk for a few?
She said, Lee, give me space. He said, all right, and then sits down and says, but can we talk for a second? Do you know what this reminds me of? Remember Mike Burke? Mr. Fart, when you kiss him. You know what I mean? All them kind of things. Oh, Mike was disgusting so man. God damn. But, bro, she's telling you to leave. She needs space. But you sit down and you say you understand. Who sits down when they're told to... You know what? This is tough.
No.
Sit down. Talk for a second.
I need a space.
Okay,
Go.
fine. All right. Okay.
I am telling you now, whatever the reason was of her leaving the first time, it definitely wasn't what he said. He's a freaking liar.
I just feel like you got all your clothes in there too.
I honestly feel deeply sorry for her in this scene, to be honest with you, because this is so uncomfortable to watch.
I'm not sure what's happening right now. We just checked in this hotel 2 hours ago, and she's already grabbing her stuff. I'm really like at a loss right now.
The reason why you don't know is because you can't read the rooms. All you ever do is think about yourself. It's crazy because you see, there's a pattern with Scatty Boy over here. When he came into the season, he came with a certain energy, right? But the more and more things didn't go well with Lydia. Every picture that he painted of him and Lydia was always to make Lydia look as if like, not necessarily as if she's in the wrong, but he always painted a picture as if like he's the one that's being considerate. He's the one that's being considerate to her feelings, and he's doing certain things for the benefit of her. You see what I'm saying? And then when it comes to Liz, it's like the same thing. So he has this narrative where he has to paint the picture that he's being the bigger person in the scenario. You want to hear a funny story, right? Scott actually made another video about me. I actually have the video, but he took it down. I was going to make a video about it, but I thought, nah, it's not really worth it because it's not that deep. But in the video, he talks a whole lot of madness about me, but then he ends it by saying, well, listen, bro, man, love you, man. Keep doing what you got to do, man. I was like, I see what you're doing here. You're basically making this video so it looks as if you're being genuine to me. So if I do reply, then I look like I'm the bad person because I'm actually giving you the energy back. That's why I haven't even responded to it. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm ahead of the game. This guy thought he could manipulate me. Bro, you might think you can manipulate everyone around you because that's what you be doing all the freaking time. But it ain't gonna work with me, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I didn't see that video. I saw the goddamn video. I could have easily responded to it, but I was like, hold on a minute. This is a freaking trap. He's saying certain things about me, but then he ends it with like, but you know what? They'll love you, brother. You keep doing your thing. Well, here's the thing then. This is what I want to know. You wanted to keep the energy where you're going to portray yourself being the bigger person between you and I. Then why do you end up deleting the video in the first place anyway? Why make it and delete it? But you know what though? Scott loves to delete things, which is a link, which is a hint to my upcoming video about him. Remember that. But anyway, we continue.
But he started to be like insecure and possessive guy. So that pushed me away.
There we go. Scott started to be insecure. So on and so on. It pushed me away. I want you to remember all of these things about insecure, creepy, desperate. I want you to remember every single one of these things. Not for this video necessarily. Remember it. We continue.
Decided to come because I thought maybe this time be different. But this morning, he started to act kind of creepy. I don't know.
Boom, bam. Man started to act kind of creepy, which means that he started to act creepy. So it's crazy because when I was actually doing the reaction to this on freaking Patreon, I was like, rah, man's coming across super creepy right now. And then boom, all of a sudden, fast forward, Liz then actually goes up and says it for me. I was like, there you go. At least I'm not seeing things, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can make a video and people are like, oh man, you got an agenda on this person, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I never have an agenda against anybody, you know what I'm saying? My mind is always clear as day. I just see things that people may not see, if you do what I'm saying, I point them out. Which is why people come here, right? You know what I mean? But when you hear it, when you hear someone who's going through it say it, then that's when you know you're definitely not in the wrong, if you dig what I'm saying.
Prepare for that. That kind of freaking me out. So I'm going to get my own hotel room and change my flight.
Girl literally flew in to try and give my man a second chance. The first time she left him because he became insecure and started moving mad. She decided to come back and see if he can give him another chance. And literally within a space of what, 24 hours, 48 hours, he's already back to being creepy, overwhelming. And girls like, you know what, I bun this man out. I'm gone, I'm out. I'm out. It's interesting, isn't it, how his stories are never the same as the women's stories. People out here hating on Lydia and saying Lydia got karma, this, karma, that. Listen, I could care less about what Lydia did in the past to Karen, to Chantel, because at the end of the day, that was Lydia in that scenario. This Lydia that we got in this scenario is a different Lydia. This is what I'm saying, okay? And at the end of the day, we could say, some people can still say that, sit there and say that, oh, karma is karma, that, but, and this isn't about whether Lydia deserves what Scott was doing to her or how Scott has behaved around her. It's not about that. It's far from that. It's about the fact that we've still got to separate the people that we're watching. And we've got to separate the fact that we're watching Lydia. We watched her with a man that is a liar. And now we've seen him move on to Liz. And Liz has exposed him to also being creepy, overwhelming, okay? You see what I'm saying? Like, the man's got a pattern. Open up our eyes. Well, I mean, mine aren't open, you know what I'm saying? And people who have been open with me. But there was people that were too busy. Like, yeah, but Lydia's this, Lydia did that, Lydia, what are you 5? I don't give a damn what Lydia did before. That means my judgment is clouded. I've got to react to it based on who the person is in this current situation. And in this current situation, Lydia and Nicole are absolutely moving mad. Well, don't get it twisted 100%, this is what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, Scott was definitely the one that was the biggest douche out of it all. But either way, though, oh yeah, fun fact. Did you know that Scott recently made another video of Lydia? And this one's actually saying that he made a video of him and Lydia being together and saying basically, farewell Lydia, good luck to yourself, blah, 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 blah. Basically trying to look like as if he's the better person. I'm making a video by saying bye-bye, you know, I hope you find someone, blah, 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 blah. All this kind of mumbo jumbo. Because he loves to have the last word. He loves to have that word or where he looks like as if he's being the bigger person. When in reality, he's just being creepy. He's just being disturbing, overwhelming. And that's the reality of it. But he'll never see it. Why? Because he's Mr. Me, me, me. And if he doesn't like you, what does he do? He blocks you. Talk about Betty. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and of course, peace.